It's going to be a global event. It's going to affect our banks. It's going to affect the U.S. economy. And it's definitely tied in with China here. It looks like the whole plan is to have the U.S. and China kind of going back and forth. And what it's doing is it's wiping out jobs on both sides. And it's raising inflation on both sides, which is also in turn raising the cost of living, which is wrecking everyone. And it's doing it slowly. And they're signaling here that the whole entire system is about to be reset. I've said this several times, but it seems like we're really coming up on the event. There's two big key factors here. The debt crisis, number one. They've kicked the can down the road for a long time here. And at this point, there's not much further to kick it. When it comes to the feds and their most expensive items, Social Security sits at the top. And this debt crisis is approaching that level. When it surpasses it, it's going to be the most expensive thing that they have on their list to try to manage. Now, on the other side of this, you have Trump and everyone wanting to push and have a weak dollar. They believe they need the weak dollar to be able to get everything to come back into America. Others would say that this is a bad combination and that it looks like it's designed to collapse this thing, to bring everything down, ultimately. Now, also, Trump just came out and made these comments and said, go out and buy stocks right now. It's going to be a rocket ship. Go out and buy them now. It seems to me they're wanting everyone to go out and fatten their bags. And this is the big warning. If you're the criminal cartel out there and you're plotting the next Great Depression type of event, that means you're trying to take the farm, you're trying to take all the wealth from everyone. Today, all that wealth is stored in 401ks. Those 401ks are tied to the stock market. And they got everyone trapped because you own just a little bit of shares and the big dogs own millions and billions. And as soon as they dump, they make all the money. They leave all these 401k people holding an empty bag. It's what I call the great taking. All they got to do is hit a sell button. They don't have to come and rob your bank. They don't have to do nothing. All they have to do is sell.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem HaKadosh, the blessed to the elders and the apostles of the millstone. Salutation to your Akim pushing this word in sincerity and truth. This is your brother Yassad, back at you with another lesson. Pulling it edifying to the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Right? And basically, this one here is actually going into, hey, this devil is about, it's more being seen more clearly, the road that these devils are actually taking, right? Because we know the elites of the world, they control the affairs of the world, right? And we know that all the kings of the earth basically, they basically given into their hand, right? And the agenda that is being played right now, it's all gonna tie into bringing that great reset, right? Reset of the system as this Dabo 7 here is mentioning, right? Because he mentioned the crippling of the economy with trade wars, This is all just the beginning of these great judgments coming to pass. And Jacob's trouble, because Babylon the Great, there's gonna be a great recession, because with all the job losses, the scriptures say and there shall be no work in Egypt. All these times is coming, and when you have millions of people laid off, the economy is gonna go into a great recession. There's gonna be civil war because these people ain't gonna sit down at home and not do nothing and not be able to provide for their families and all these things, right? So hey, that time is coming, right? This is what we have been saying to you and warning you guys that the devil coming down with great wrath. Soon it's about to be made manifest directly in front of your eyes. So I ain't gonna go more. There's more into it, but let's bring out some precepts. Right. First precept, Revelation 12:12, because this devil thinks that he could pull the same string right through, as you mentioned, Nixon with the removing the gold standard on the US dollar, then there's I think in 1933, somewhere around there, when they started, they bring out a decree that everyone had to bring in the gold and whatnot, and they stole all the gold. Revelation 12:12, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Because in this time how they're gonna bring that great reset is destroy the cash and bring in that digital system where it's totally monitored by them or the blockchain system and whatnot. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, right, is come down unto you having great wrath. And this devil here goes into a man, right, which means a deceiver, right? And that is what they do. They deceive the world with the fornication, because he knew that he had but a short time, because you see the kingdom falling apart. Right? Didn't the Lord say, a kingdom divided against itself is not going to stand? Yes, so basically, his kingdom is actually falling apart piece by piece, and he's gonna come with his trump card, to see if he could stay in that power, stay in that rulership by bringing that great reset, right? Look at Micah 2:1. It says, woe unto them that devise iniquity, because all iniquity is gonna bring great chaos. It's gonna bring famine. They're gonna bring, real hell upon the people and upon the place, and work evil upon their bed, because basically, as the scripture says, he caused it to put, to implement, to force, and that is where it's gonna go back to. He's gonna force this down the people's throat, because he's trying to make them vulnerable and work evil upon their beds, the summer tables, because this is something that they have been in the making for years upon years. Is they actually using gradualism to bring it down upon the people. When the morning is light, when the time is right, they practice it. So the pandemic had a major part to play in it, Then here it is now, they intertwining the global climate and all different stuff they're trying to use, And now here it is, the digital system they want to implement. The digital system they want to implement, that would make everything more easy, much more efficient, much more better. But the scripture say, never trust thine enemy, just as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Yeah, it's saying they covered fields and take them by violence. So how does man plan to because basically the control start to slip from his hands. So he come in with the next way now to get back that grip and house and take them away, so they oppress him and his house. So how he's gonna be able to get back that control is by oppressing a man and his house, bringing no work, bringing no food up on the shelves to make you vulnerable, even a man and his heritage. Yeah, because this is this man's plan, and a great way he's gonna do it the money, because as the scriptures say, right, he already made money, paper money, something that is a great defense. Right, it's if for wisdom is a defense and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Right, so the scripture even say money answer it all. So that is how they basically set up money in this system, that the people would grasp to that cash, that money, and now it's gonna be used against them. Yeah, just as the Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 39 says, right, I'll start at this is 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour, wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of grape, and oil, and clothing. All these things are good for the godly, so to the sinner they are turned into evil. So this man is gonna use the principal things are your life against you. In order for you to access these things into the ghost tree, you know, you're gonna have to require that MARK. They have it all thought out, and they fully going hard with the enchantments, the witchcraft, the sacrifices, the rituals, because the scene, the high time is the time is right. That one, in the time of April, May is heavy time of witchcraft and sacrifices and these things, right? Yeah. The book of Isaiah 10, right? Because the money is gonna be a great snare upon the people. Isaiah 10 and verses 13, for he said, by the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent, and I have removed the bounds of the people, and have robbed their treasures. Yes, with the removing the gold standard by them, the unrighteous decree in that time when they say everyone had to bring in the gold, and they stole everything. And I've put down the inhabitants like a valiant man, and my hand had found as a nest the riches of the people, and as one gathered eggs that are left, have I gathered all the earth, and there was none that moved the wing or opened the mouth or peeped. Yeah, so we gather the riches of the people, right? You know, and he have his banking systems, set up so the people they invest and they trust in that. So now he he have them in their hands, because when they go digital, you have no choice but to submit to his way, his rules, in order for you to have your money, in order for you to, remain in that situation. But this man is such a devil. He wants everyone way beneath. His aim is to put a microchip in you all and make us cyborgs. Job 12, Job 5 and 12. It said he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Right? Yeah. Um he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. So yeah, he the Lord now is gonna come now and bring that halt, you know, upon this man's plan. Because basically when this man done, there is no humans upon the face of the earth. The scriptures say, he that is wicked to himself, to whom shall he do good? He that is evil to his own self, to whom will he do good? Right? This man nature, they call him the board of wickedness. And that's a fact. But they just bringing the message across. You know, nothing too long. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. I might do a part 2 on this. You know, all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Until the next one, Shalom.